All right, welcome back into Market Day Report. I'm Scott Shellady, otherwise known as the Cow Guy. Thanks for tuning us in. We like having you listen and watch us, and we like you taking us with you. Hopefully we're on somewhere in the background, the shop, the barn, the garage, the office, and it's past noon. So maybe we actually are on in the tavern. Who knows? I won't say a word about it. Let's take a look and see what the prices are doing, though. Let's take a look at corn. We're up 3 1/4 cents in the front month east, 4.32 1/4 last, 2 cents off the high of the day. And we've had just under a 6-cent range. That kind of tells it all, doesn't it? March is up 3 3/4 cents to 4.50 1/4, 2 cents off the high there. And again, we've had about a 6.5 cent range as well. So that's what's going on in corn. We're up anywhere between 2 to 3 3/4 cents across that board. Let's move on to the beans and see what they've got for us. We're trying to make it back to, well, we have done. This is pretty good, actually. We're only down a couple of ticks in the front months. November's down 2 ticks. Now, you know what? Now it's unchanged. Nova's unchanged, 10.57 1/4 last. Okay, so that's about 6.5 cents off the high of the day. We made a big comeback. We're 21, and it's a 21-cent range. So that'll give you an idea about where we sit, right, Jan? That too is unchanged, sharply unchanged at 10.75 1/2, and that is about 6.5 cents off the high there, and that's just under a 21-cent range as well. So it'll give you an idea about how things are shaping up. But this one's trying to be positive on the day, and it's making a move towards it as you go all the way out to July. We're up 1.5 to 11.14 even. All right, let's go to the Chicago wheat market while we're at it. That's got to be some double-digit gains there. 12 1/4 cents better in the east to 6.11 1/4. That's 6 cents off the high there. And again, that's another decent range of 21 cents in the wheat, Chicago-wise. 13 3/4 cents better in March. 6.33 1/4 is the last in March, Chicago wheat. And that's pretty good going there. We're about 5.5 cents off the high there. That's Chicago wheat. Let's move from Chicago to Kansas City. We'll take a look at the hard red. 17 cents better there in the east to 6.15 1/4. 7.5 cents off the high of the day, well off the lows by about 20 cents. March is up 16.5 cents. That's the hard red in Kansas City. 6.30 is the price. That's the March wheat there. Okay, just about 7 1/4 cents off the highs there as well. From Kansas City, let's move out to the Minneapolis spring wheat market. 12 1/4 cents better there in that D's contract to 6.47. 5.5 cents off the high there. And again, we've had a 20-cent range exactly there. Good ranges here today, folks. That's healthy. March is up 11 1/4 cents to 6.67 1/2. And again, that's 5.5 cents off the high of the day out there. All right. So let's go from spring wheat to the cotton. Sorry, the cotton market is up 26 points to 73.35, and that's just 35 points off the high of the day. And that would be the D's contract in cotton. Again, 73.35 is last D's cotton. All right, let's go to our guest analyst. It's going to be Mr. Mark Soderberg. He's with ADM in Chicago. He's got a little bit of a sweater going on, a little jumper. Looks like it might be a little chilly for you there.
Yeah, cooled off a little bit here in the last 24 hours. So I think fall might be here.
Well, I mean, Suzanne and I have been waiting for that here in Nashville, and it's not happening yet. So it's still kind of steamy. But anyway, what are your thoughts on? I mean, boy, October came in with a bang, didn't it?
Yeah, it sure did, Scott. Thanks again for having me on. Today, just a lot of moving parts. We've got the market and really the whole world just kind of nervously awaiting to see Israel's response to the barrage of missile attacks from Iran. Just over 24 hours ago, we saw a lot of volatility in the crude market. It seems to be settling in now pretty close to that $70 a barrel level. But a lot of the action today in the wheat. We've also got elevated tensions in the Black Sea with Russia launching another round of missile attacks in the Odessa region overnight, which reportedly did some damage to some of their grain infrastructure there. So we're also responding to lower production estimates out of Australia from recent dryness and frost down there. And now we got talk here at midday. Egypt reportedly has bought just over 3 million metric tons of wheat. They said from the Black Sea origin, i.e. Russia, that in direct negotiations with their governments. And now we've got members of the Russian Grain Union suggesting they look to start to curtail their grain exports out of fear they may run out, as last year's harvest was lower than the previous year's, which was much lower than the year before that. So, yeah, a lot of volatility surrounding this wheat, and this uncertainty is, I think, leading to better prospects for U.S. in the global export market.
Yeah, I mean, what a time for us to rally. I mean, there were some folks thinking a port strike would be bad for our market. But boy, oh boy, I mean, we're rallying, and we've rallied almost, 40, 50 cents in corn, a buck in beans, right into the teeth of harvest.
Yeah, exactly. Monday's USA report showed ending stocks from last year a lot tighter than we thought here on the corn. We got some ethanol data yesterday that was above expectation, so we're also going to see higher feed usage as a result to get us down to that 1.76 bigger. So, now we've got talk out of the EU. They're going to look to push back a year now. This plans to not allow deforestation. Good luck with that.
Deforestation, exactly right. Appreciate you coming on. Thank you very much, Mark. I know you're busy. Thanks for taking the time. Mark Soderberg is with ADMIS. We're going to go away. We're going to pay some bills. We're going to come back and talk more livestock with my favorite, Dr. Darrell Peel, right after this.